going on, yo? Your boy back at it again, Drams on deck. And today, we have another heavy hitter, baby. This one right here, we got the Oban Little Bay. This joint right here is a heavy hitter. I love the Obans. I love what they doing. They have a very, very good, to me, it's a very good mixture of cast. And they put it in small pots. And it comes together so well. Here's the bottle right here. And actually, the first time I actually tried this was last summer. Last summer of 2017, August. I went to, and this is bottled at 43%. I went to Germany for a trip. I was there for like a week, and I went. The first stop was in Cologne, Germany, which is near Belgium. And I went there for 3 days, and I didn't know how much of Scotch whiskey is big out there. So I was actually walking down one of these little sidewalk streets, and I happened to pass by a store window that had nothing but like whiskeys in the window. So I stopped, I turned around, went up in there, and it was a great guy, He's so knowledgeable about it. This type of guy, this guy actually does reviews, and he actually owns a store. And then he actually does like at the some of the overseas international Scotch tasting events, and he actually sometimes is a judge and author of certain Scotches. So he's a far upper echelon connoisseur, if you will. So I went in there and I tried different drams. He has some exclusive stuff, things that you can't even get online. Like you can't buy it at a store, you can't get online. It's very exclusive, like members only type of scotches. And he had some of those in there, and he had like well over, like I said, a good 1,000 different kind of scotches in there, all different sizes, and just man, I was blown away. I was like a kid in a candy store. I was like, wow. Needless to say, this is the first time that was the first time I tried this Oban Little Bay a year ago. He had it there, and I tried it, and I was like, man, this is amazing. And so I've only been trying this for about a little over a year. And this is probably my second bottle of the Oban Little Bay. And it's not an age statement. So I don't know exactly how it is. I would probably say less than 10 years. But I don't know that. Don't quote me on that. I know that for a fact. But it is an excellent dram. And it's not heavily sherry like maybe the Mac 12 is. But it is awesome dram. It is well balanced. It is very smooth. It's complex. It's just, it's a wonderful dram. I mean, I can drink this all day. It's a comfort drink as well. And this is fairly accessible. You're not gonna see it everywhere. You'll probably see the Oban 14 more than you will Little Bay. I actually got this at a store called Specs. They have those all throughout Texas, and I got it there. And it was actually very moderately priced. I think I only paid like maybe $60 for this, if that. I think around $60. And for this, for the type of spirit, that is an excellent price. That's the best price I've ever seen for this Little Bay. So I like to let my scotch sit a couple minutes, let it open up and oxidize. But yeah, like I said, if you can get this at your store, you may pay more than $60, obviously, but anywhere from $60 to $80, I'm guessing, should be a good ballpark price for it. So for me, this Oban, I love their spirits. I've had this and I've had the 14. So the next probably be, they have a distillers edition. I want to try that one, and there's also a 18-year age statement. I think at some point I might try that as well. But this one here, like I said, when I had it the very first time at this whiskey store overseas in Germany, I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I actually I didn't get it because I got some other drams I ended up bringing back with me. I bought a rare Glenfargus from there. But I knew that once I got back to the States, I was like, yo, I'm going to get this. So I got exposed in Germany, and I bought it out here in America. And it's definitely a good dram. So on the nose, believe it or not, I smells very like a pleasant vinegary to me right now, like a pleasant smelling vinegar. A little bit of honey on it. I had just a hint of smoke on the nose. Not much, just a little small, just a small hint of smoke. That's like spices. I can't detect what spices, but something like a pleasant, maybe, I don't know, cinnamon or something like it. But it's definitely a nice spice smell. Yeah. Also, if you ever get to go overseas, they definitely have. They probably will have more of a selection at certain countries, like obviously Scotland and Germany. Some of those countries over there, if you get to go to Europe, they have different store. Like for example, when you go to a liquor store here in America, you see all kinds of whiskey. You see beer, you see wine, champagne, and different kinds of liquor. But that particular store, it was all whiskey. That was it. There was no other. It was no vodka there, no champagne, no beer. Straight whiskey. You had the peated ones, the sweet ones, and all in between. The rare ones, the ones you like, wow, like just rare stuff there. And for a Scotch person, that is where you would want to be. I mean, cause just imagine you go to a store. A lot of times, these are the ones right here. You may like, for example, you like Macallan. You'll see a Mac 12 or a 15, and maybe an 18. There, they have it all. They have you a 10 all the way to 30. Every expression, and then all the expressions like so. Those particular stores like those have almost everything that most of the big Scotch distilleries have put out. So you'll get them all. And he even had some blended whiskey. Most of it was not blended. Like I don't want to say blended like your Johnny Walker's is a blended one. Like your Buchanan's, those are blended. Or like your Chevy's Regal, those are blended whiskeys. These are single malts that I review. I do have one blended whiskey, but I'm not privy to them as much. I prefer the single malt. It's more of a better taste for me, single malt. So on the palate, on one thing, I'll let you look at the nice color again. It's very nice caramel, very nice on it. Almost like a dark cider. I'm gonna tell you something. I gotta be honest with y'all, 'cause that's what I do. A lot of times when I review, I put water in things, sometimes just to open it up. I kid you not, this is so perfect, I'm not even gonna dare put water in it. I almost be blasphemy. This is perfect. It doesn't need a damn thing. It's perfect from start to finish, from the mid palate to the end palate. It's in there. It's smooth. To me, I probably taste maybe 3 different things, maybe like a little honey, vanilla, and just a little bit of smoke, and a sherry. So it's what I would call kind of like medium, almost medium complexity. But it's the smoothness and the taste is in there. It's consistent. It's like perfect. Now the nose is okay, but the taste is awesome. Like I said, and this is one of the ones that you don't see. It's not a collector's edition, but it's a special edition one. To me, a non-age statement. So you're not gonna see the little bay in every single liquor store. You'll see the 14 more than any other one. That's the most common one, the Oban 14. This right here, you're not gonna see everywhere. So if you do see it, if you like Oban, if you like the products, if you have the 14, this is even better, in my opinion. So if you like the 14, you would definitely like this. So it's very similar, but to me, this is more smoother, and it's just more complex. I think because it's made in smaller stills, based upon the description. This says small casks, distilled in small batches and slowly married in our smallest casks for distinctively deep smoothness and fruity richness flavor. So it's definitely, you can tell the flavor. It's definitely rich, smooth. It's in there. It's like I said, it's so good that I'm not even gonna put a water in it. Normally I put water, open up. I'm not even gonna do it. It's so perfect. It doesn't need anything. Sherry, vanilla, a little bit of spice, smoke. Everything is almost like equals. If I had to, like the smokiness is probably, at one level. Then you figure the sherry, the vanilla is all on equal levels. So when all those things marry together, it's beautiful. It's by its color. Trust me, This is the smoothest. The only thing I think I can compare it to is the other Oban. I can't think of anything else that tastes exactly like this. Um, I mean, not too many things. It's not the fact that it's just different. Like, cause I've tasted scotches that have sherry and vanilla, but it's the smoothness level and the boldness that I'm referring to. That like outside of this, other than the other Oban 14, I can't distinctly think of another scotch that's dead on or kind of close proximity to this. I'm thinking maybe just a little bit the Glenfiddich 18, but that's still not dead on. If you can get this, please do so. Like I said, this ran me about 60 bucks, but I would if I saw this at my look, I haven't even seen it since I've been out here in San Diego. So if I saw it for let's play $80, I would pick it up for $80. It's still that complex and smooth. I mean, if I take my next trip out in Texas, I would every time I go to Texas, I kid you not, I always stop at the exact same store and pick this up. So my next trip to Texas, I will be getting another bottle of this. But for some reason, if it doesn't make it to my next trip, I gotta have it. If I found it somewhere local, it's that good that I will pay a little bit more than what I paid because it is that smooth of a drink. Like I said, close clean ship to the 14. So if you out and you want something different, if you never had this particular one, if you're able to get so, please do yourself a service and try it out. It is an awesome dram. But as for me, like I said, if I had to rate this, given the price, I give it an easy, a solid 9.5, because the price is excellent. $60 for the price, smoothness, boldness, richness. Out of a 10, I would give this a solid 9. And if you factor in the price, 9.5. Excellent dram in my opinion, definitely. I definitely want to do this review before I kill the bottle because this is a very, I don't think it's going to last more than another 2 months. So I just want to let y'all know. So signing off, your boy Drams on deck.